Hey there guys, and welcome back to another Vtuber reading of the Monster Girl Encyclopedia. Now you may be wondering, why? You can't see my model right now. Well, that is because, I kinda got a new model here. And no, it's not just a severed head, even though I could literally do it for some reason. But I decided against the horror of a floating head. Well, for most of my viewers anyway. I don't really mind. But also the reason why you're currently also only seeing the head still is because I am not exactly happy with how the jacket turned out that she's wearing. And it is kind of dull, and I do suck at texturing stuff. So, yeah. Be prepared for the following horror. In terms of texturing. Ta-da! And yes, that is the XCP logo on the belt. Funny enough, I can't really turn the model around, but the red line over down there is literally the Keter is the designation Keter, because I thought it was funny. Well, anyway, onwards to the video. Let me just start that, do the intro again. So, welcome everyone to a new welcome to another VTuber reading of the Monster Girl Encyclopedia by me with a new model. So yeah, first off, I would love to know your thoughts, because I honestly am not happy with the jacket yet. I could actually make her look like I could actually make my model look like an SCP researcher as well if I wanted to. But that wouldn't be appropriate, now would it? Anyway, the Monster Girl we will be reading about today is none other than the Mucus toad. Well, that's an awkward silence now, wasn't it? And yes, my model actually has sharp teeth. And looks exhausted AF. Anyway, first impression for this one would be, I wonder why, or I wonder how they use their mucus, honestly. Guess we'll find out in a minute. Anyway, Mucus toad, family toad, type, amphibious demi-human. Habitat, waterfront, or waterfronts and wetlands. Nature, lustful, no shit. And violent. Honestly, with the violence, I think it will involve the tongue going up someone's rear. Or the tongue being heavily used, considering the additional artwork that I'll have to use as the thumbnail. And hopefully can cover up enough so that it looks like she's licking something else, aside from a eggplant. Anyway, diet, carnivorous, favors insects and wild animals. And something that they don't need to mention because it's obvious. Anyway, mucus toads are a toad monster that dwell in wetlands and other wet areas. They have a layer of I guess a layer of mucus, I'll say. Or well, they're covered to keep them moistured, as with normal frogs, I guess. Because I can't pronounce that word, sorry. Again, English ain't my first language. That protects their moist bodies and their well-developed legs. I mean, I'll admit they have well-developed legs. Allow that, well-developed legs allow them to leap with great force. Indeed, they leap more than they walk, and pads found at their extremities allow them to cling to walls and ceilings. When a mucus toad spots a human man she wishes to be hers. Yeah, you can insert the oh no sound effect. Cause, yeah, honestly, so far with the description, they remind me of the mucus, or of the, tree, of a normal tree frog. Also with the way that they, actually made their hands and everything look. Kinda reminds me of a tree frog. Alright, I suppose I mentioned who wants to be hers. She extends her long mucus-covered tongue to pull him in, as lustful and clingy as her her slimy expression indicates. She never gives up on a man she has targeted. Well, that's one for devotion. Or, what was the other one? Determination. Wait. Always. Plus one. She targeted. She always catches and assaults him. All of the mucus toad's bodily fluids. Yeah, bodily fluids are mucus. Uh-oh. From their sweet saliva. Oh, wait. God damn it. Misread there, sorry. Sorry, that was my fault. From their sweat and saliva to their lubricant. I guess the mucus, I'm just gonna say, because I still can't pronounce that word, on the palm of their hands, cling to the man's member as she caresses it. Her adhesive tongue and the viscous saliva in her mouth wrap his member with a pleasure that makes him feel as if he is buried in her. How to censor that? I mean, it literally says then. Well, I guess the lady's privates, or the hole designated for the eggplant, of course. Alright, as she relentlessly devours his essence during intercourse, the mucus toad prefers to be on top. Wonder why. She rides his hips as spryly as if she were jumping up upon them. Alright? And the sound of pounding flesh muddles with this with a squeech of mucus in the air. Her mucus lubricated tuna, I'll just say. Or cave, I can also say that, I think. Grips his eggplant, and once again it'll actually say the actual thing instead of member. With persistence. When she raises her hips and an elastic line of mucus, I think it says actually filigum, or I still don't know how to pronounce that. Draws her back down. Upon ejaculating, her man's essence is enveloped tightly in mucus and greedily squeezed inside of her squeezed inside her to the very last drop. The mucus she paints onto his member with her bouncing hips contains mana and a small amount of venom. I mean, it is a toad, so yeah. The venom affects the man's potency. Even the release of essence does not soften his member. So it is yet another aphrodisiac. Got it. Man, adult stores should probably be booming in business with these kinds of monster girls around. Instead, it hardens and grows within her cave, her slimy cave. While they continue their lovemaking, if a mucus toad views a man as her husband, again, sound effect for oh no, she will react to him as reflexively as a frog eats flies. Great pun there, considering it's a toad. Different species, by the way. Toads and frogs are actually different species, apparently. At the sight of his mouth, she kisses it, plunging her tongue deep inside. I know this is wrong of me to say here, but for some reason I wouldn't mind knowing how that one feels, though. I mean, can't be worse than a facehugger, right? Hey, at least at the end of this one you don't get something bursting out of your chest. If she sees his member, or his eggplant, she will suck it. Truly, if she sees him at all, she will most likely jump on him and take his member inside without hesitation. The stickiness of her mucus increases with the emotional attachment she feels for him. Once her husband is inside her, she will never release him until they both pass out from pleasure, or from pleasure bearing. Her hips at least wait, no. Her hips at last to rest. Alright. Small amounts of the mucus toad's mucus, I'll still say, because I don't know how to pronounce it, will only heighten one's libido. However, if a human woman ingests a large amount of the toad's mucus, it may turn her into a monster. The mucus toad does not aggressively attack females, but if a woman insults or harms her or her husband, the mucus toad is likely to display her clingy personality by uh, by squeelishing a mass of mucus into the woman's body or mouth with her sticky tongue. This does not turn the human into a monster immediately. Rather it thickens her saliva so that she finds herself restlessly licking her lips, and the inside of her mouth with slimy and yikes, indecorous sound. Alright. Women in this state often reflexively kiss or lick the nearest, the nether regions of men. God damn it. They admire the essence gained thusly. Usually complete God damn it, I'm kind of stuck here. Complements their monsterization. They may also, without thinking, kiss women with whom they are close, and in this way contribute to the spread of the monstrous contagion. Alright. Now onwards to the little bit of artwork, a little bit of text that is below the additional artwork, and yes, I know the new model actually does a lot better with tracking, cause goddamn. I mean, hey, my previous model was made in the beta version of Vroid, and this one is made in the latest version, so yay. Anyway, the long mucus-covered tongue of the mucus toad wraps around every inch of the eggplant, licking, sucking, and stroking it. Slickly, curdily wringing out essence with daft, persistent motion. I mean, let's just say she does the pumping action with her tongue. And not gonna lie, but I'm still wondering how the mucus toad with the how the tongue for the mucus toad would feel like if it actually goes all the way down, you know? But that's just me. To be fair though, I am partial to reptiles, so... Amphibians wouldn't be that much of a stretch. Not in that way, you degenerate... You degenerate fucks. I meant like as pets, but, you know, you get the point. Anyway, sorry for this video being a little bit longer than usual. And, yeah. Mucus toad. Not gonna lie, but I would. I would actually smash. I mean, if anything, I would actually try and extract the mucus. I mean, it sounds like a pretty potent aphrodisiac in small amounts. Anyway, also, again, this will be the end here, and let me know what you think about my new model. Because, again, I'm not really happy with how the jacket turned out, but I honestly just It's still good, but it might change in the future at some point. Anyway, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next video or stream of whatever I'll be making or streaming. So yeah, bye!